Oh, welcome into Silver in the States. We're going to do a little scouting MLS offseason. Guess what? It's the best time to buy. Not when the players are actually playing and you can use them. Nah, we're looking at them now in this offseason. We got rares that are looking pretty cheap. And hey, guess what? I did okay this past season. So I won a few little in-season challenger cards, and hey, I'm going to try to win some cash to fund MLS next season here in a little bit. So we're gonna scout the MLS rare market. We're going to look at some challenger cards. Alex, the head scout himself, you know it. You love Alex's player picks. You all know to hop into the chat, but hey, you know what time it is. It is player picks with ATG Sorare, baby. So we're going to get into all that fun stuff. But first, Alex, how you doing,
Yes,
bud? You been busy?
I have been busy. Yeah, everything's wrapping up in school, so now I'm free. I'm free from everything, so I have a bunch of excess free time to just scout rare MLS guys. And so my goal is to drain as many people's bank accounts during these videos and earn no commission from So Rare. Unless I want to pop some credits in some boxes. I don't want level ups anymore.
Look, ZM Star was already in here saying, like Joe Exotic, he'll never financially recover from this episode. That is right, because you know when Alex starts dropping those picks, we all degen straight in the middle of the show. Done it before and we'll do it again. Happy to see you, ZM Star. Check him out on our foot basketball show last night with Bob Miguel Flores in the chat. What's up? Let's go. And Paolo, the legend himself. Yo, it is great to see some of these names coming back for the football content. I know we've been focusing on basketball and MLS is over, but you know what? These are going to be coming hard and fast for you. So good to see all of you. Oh, dude, I say it, dude. No pause. No pause, bro. No pause. We're just going in. All right. We're gonna do this thing, but dude, let's just get right into it because we need to start sniping these cards before everybody else does. So, Alex, what
Yeah.
do you first of all, what was the criteria for these watch lists, and like kind of how did you compile these, and then we'll dive right into.
So for MLS, basically, I used a couple filters on Sora data and basically just went through trying to see guys who I think are undervalued. Um, because players are cheap now. I don't really choose many too expensive guys, even though if you want to pick up smashers, now's about the best time to do it. We'll look at the rankings in a second, but there's some really cheap, top guys who if you're gonna want to challenge for top without having to really try as hard, I guess is the way to put it. There's some guys for that, but no, I'm looking for guys who have scored well in the past, um, and who maybe had a little off season, didn't do too well, or maybe they did have a good season, but their prices just dropped for some reason. And so
Mhm.
there's a bunch of different guys. Most of these guys are budget friendly. You can show my screen. The average price of this watch list, $9 per card, and there's 18 cards on this watch list. So there are some really cheap guys. And yeah, so it's I don't want to toot my own horn, but I think there's some really good picks in here. And I think if you're gonna go dive into MLS, maybe first time, or haven't been paying attention since the league sort of ended, it's a good time to get back into it with these prices.
Or you got a pretty nice MLS gallery right now and limited, and you're like, hey, maybe it's time to start thinking about bumping up the rare a little bit, getting a little bit more skin in the game, trying to hit those bigger cards. Because hey, if you win big, if you win a nice little big classic card in rare, it's gonna give you a little bit more than one of those limiteds. Ah, dude, Mike Basson in the chat, howdy. And yes, we do want to know pants on or off for this show, Mike. It is very important facts that we need before the show can continue. And Dia, look at this. All these people coming back. Yes, MLS new season talk. You know it. It doesn't matter if MLS Cup was 2 weeks ago. We are already back on it. We are looking forward. And we're already, dude, it's like what, a month and a half away? Like February 22nd, the league is back. That's
Yeah,
less than 2 months. And if you factor in early access, if we get that, if Sorare gives that to us, like, man, there is a month before the ball starts rolling again for MLS. So we got to get in on it.
and don't forget the most massive competition in the world, CONCACAF Champions Cup plays even before that. So some MLS teams will even start earlier than that. Only the best MLS teams start before that,
Yeah.
though.
Load up on your powerhouse SKC cards now, boys, because they are facing Inter Miami in that first round of the CONCACAF
Dude, we get
Champions League.
Messi and Casey in February. Like that's gonna be wild. I'm excited to go to that game. It's gonna be fun.
Dude,
And it's
Messi
at
playing in the
Children's
snow.
Mercy. It's not at Arrowhead either. It's at Children's Mercy, so it's gonna be hype. Big crowd. Tickets released soon, but yeah, I'm spending my ticket money on these cards instead. So that's all that matters.
Yeah,
All right,
let's get
here we
into
go.
this thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to click on guys quickly so we don't spoil. But first off, we got CJ DeSantos. This is an
Mm.
interesting one. If you don't know, he got traded to San Diego. Is it? Are they San Diego FC? What is it?
something like that.
Yeah,
Wave? No, that's the women's team, right?
I
Yeah,
don't know.
probably
But
San Diego. See, MLS is boring as heck now. That's all it is.
basically, he got traded to San Diego, decent amount of cash over to Miami, and he played well. He's played well in his spot starts for Miami. So we can click out of that. Drake Callender was the number one. He's only played 3 games, but if you see it, he's getting decent AA. Kept a clean sheet against Puebla, which is not easy. This was a bad one. I remember this being like one of the worst games for Miami. And held Charlotte to 1
That was
saves,
the
but
Lewis Morgan game.
for $8 last sale. So you could chuck an offer. Maybe if Pablo has one sitting in the gallery, which I'm sure he does. Some of these trash keepers from last season that didn't really get PT are in galleries like that with traders.
And
It
Satonio is trading. Can confirm
exactly.
he is trading.
Yeah, so look out for that for $8 starting keeper most likely next year. They haven't brought in anybody
Maybe.
else, and they've made it seem like he's going to be the starter. And the way that they drafted in the expansion draft, it seems like they're going young guys. Like they want to build from the core. Don't bring in too many older guys. And so yeah, I like this. We don't know how San Diego is going to play, and so it's fun. It's a gamble, but it's not too expensive of a gamble. $8 for a keeper, unheard of a year ago, genuinely. Like even if a guy had a chance to start, you're probably looking at like 30 to $40. Um, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens over there, but I think he's going to start.
Oh, hey, it's not a bad shout. It's definitely one of those players that because they're a new team, we don't really know what they're gonna get. Obviously, he has some MLS experience, so there is a possibility that he competes for that job, or maybe they bring someone in he's not ready. Whatever it is, that goalkeeper situation is gonna be a little weird. But for $8, potentially a starting keeper, I mean that team's gonna be all over the place. And yeah, Mike Basson says it perfectly. It's a cheap handcuff for whatever they do end up bringing. If you have CJ before any of those shenanigans, it's a good thing to have. And shout out to Paul also in the chat. I'm gonna screw this up, but the Rui Nochi? No, maybe
Sounds
it's
right.
good night, maybe good evening, something like that. Paul, you're
Yeah.
gonna have to explain that one in the chat, man. I'm
Yeah.
the wrong person, but I
Yeah.
appreciate it though.
Next up, though, it's kind of a chalk pick, but he's cheap. We got Stephen Fry. Uh,
Yeah.
Currently on another year for Seattle. $3 limited if you're interested in that, but I mean $12 last public sale, even 25. Most clean sheets kept last year. Really solid defense in Seattle. He is their guy. You can see some of these scores. Like he at the towards the end of the year, he was just keeping clean sheets, and he didn't really have to do much. Like their defense was putting in all the work, so he's a very stackable keeper. Yamar my favorite. I know people
Jackson Reagan.
some people prefer Reagan. Even Nuhu, if you're on a budget, is not a bad option because you can get some decisives. But I think Yamar was probably my favorite option to pair with him. But even up until the Galaxy, 15 AA, like he can put up some good AA games throughout. You can see the floor is not horrible. Like if you take his average scores, he's sitting at a 49 with 12 clean sheets in 34 games. Like that's pretty good. So yeah, there is obviously some rotation risk with Andrew Thomas, like there was last year. But Fry's their guy. He's their
That's
captain.
very rarely though.
Yeah, so I wouldn't worry too much about rotation risk. Um, but yeah, he's a good option though. I owned him last year. I still own him. I had to look at that
Yeah.
thing, but
Yeah, I picked
yeah,
up a rare like right after the Leagues Cup break. So like right before Seattle went on the run, and dude, clutch. I
yeah, no,
Gayese and Fry for the end of the season, man. I was chilling, boy.
yeah. I was literally running him and Yamar in my lineups, and I was getting some decent rewards throughout. So very good, both limited and rare. Next up, though, is an interesting one. I don't really think about this guy too much, but it's Nathan Harriel, and he's still U23, so
Interesting.
you can use him to start the year. But uh, there is a chance. I don't know if I would say a good chance, but there's a chance that we see Wagner dip out this offseason with no curtain. It'd be interesting to see where he goes. I think he's probably going to go to Europe. He's good enough to play over there. He's been too good for the league for a little bit now.
It's the
Um,
writings have been on the wall for a while.
yeah,
They're
he
lucky
almost
they
left
kept him
last
this long.
year. Yeah, he almost left last year, but he signed a contract late in December, which kept him. But yeah, even Harriel's scores throughout the season last year were pretty nice. Like you can see these dips in and out, getting some nice peaks for a defender, especially for a wingback. And he got a decent amount of decisives, 2 goals, 3 assists, 2 penalty kicks, 1 as a wingback. So he gets up. That tells you there's the attacking threat. And yeah, 53.3 and currently sitting at $17 or 8 less public sale. So throw out some offers for that, but that's still really good for defenders because there's a decent amount of MLS good defenders. but he has a real good chance to be a top guy with no Wagner. And if we see Tolkien leave, which apparently we might, he'd probably end up being the default number one U23 guy for defense in the MLS.
No, I really like that shout. I know Chris, the MLS card guy, obviously he's been a big fan of Harriel for a while. I've had Harriel, like he's a really good piece. Let me ask you this real quick though. Are you worried at all what Philly's gonna look like next year? Because no
Uh,
Jim Curtin, obviously it's gonna be a fresh start. Who knows what they end up doing, who they bring in, who they let go. They got a lot of young pieces that they can move on. Bedoya is back for whatever that's worth on Sorare. If that's cool, I guess. But like, is there any worry that like maybe this? I mean, Jack Elliott's gone too, so it's like, what are you kind of feeling around Philly right now?
I think
It's
it's gonna be
early, but
interesting results wise for what happens with them, but I think the guys who are talented are still gonna show talent. Like guys like Harriel, guys like Flash in the midfield, who I really like,
mm,
McGlynn, who's still even there, even though he could move on at some point, definitely. But those talented guys, I think, are still gonna keep it up. There's even the bad teams in MLS have some stars on there for Sorare. Like there's still some good fantasy scores. Like last season, the Earthquakes, Bobasi was really good if you look
still
back at
good.
it, and Espinoza was like sneakily one of the better midfielders. And so it's like even if your team's not getting results, you can still get good Sorare scores. And even as a defender, like giving up goals, say if Andre Blake can goal, like they're not
Yeah,
having it's not a horrible situation, and your defense, like your goalkeeping doesn't change with coaches. So he's still
if
gonna,
he can
I
stay
feel like,
healthy.
yeah, yeah. Well, last year is interesting, but yeah, I think Harriel shouldn't be in too much trouble from whatever management changes they have, and they could bring in someone better. Who knows?
That's true. That's true. Dude, Paul. Good night, lads from Ukraine. This stream is gonna get him through a night shift and an air raid. Dude, Paul, stay safe first of all.
Yeah,
That's wild, man. We got people hanging out in Ukraine. Just what did I hope he can keep you up. I hope he entertain you. And then he wants to know, is Kevin Danke the move to make now for in-season MLS? Not gonna lie, man. You know, Thomas has been on here before, MLS Sober Scout. He's heavy on the Danke train right now, so he's on it early. Dude, they're looking pretty good. And dude, they've always been a great team. Cincinnati does have the pieces. Does Lucha stay? Whatever, but Danke is one of those nice speculative plays
and
for
don't
this
remember
season for
they
sure.
moved on from Kelsey. Like he's gone, so
That's
they
true.
need their nine spot is completely vacant. He's gonna take that up and
And
soak up.
Corey Baird ain't gonna do it.
No, they had
No,
him. I
he's
think they've
not.
had him playing right back at some point. Like, yeah, they don't know what to do
Yeah.
with him. So, especially if Barreal stays, like Barreal, Acosta, Oriana, like Danke's going to be on the receiving end of so many attempted assists. So
Yeah. Should be
that could be
awesome.
really nice.
Come on. And Lucho we trust. He's staying. Come on. Come
Yeah.
on. And then yeah, Mike chimes in that Philly was built on a strong defense, and that's what's changing. Yeah. I'm a little it's a little questionable what's gonna happen to Philly, but you are right. Like Harriel's been awesome. He's a young prospect anyway, plays for the national team. So it's like there's a lot of promise in him anyway. U23, you can kind of afford to go a little bit further out with some of these U23 guys anyway. And Harriel's one of those really, really good ones. Red or Dead in the chat. What is up, dude? I told you. I promised you some MLS football content, and here we are. I'm just glad you're here. Love it, love it, love it. All right. And then what do you got to say, Zach? Classic MLS is whatever we think we know is not what happens next year. That is also very true. That is classic MLS. Half of the things we say now, we all thought Atlanta was going to be great, and then they weren't, and then they went on a magical run at the end of the season. So hey, it is what it is. Oh, dude, the people keep on coming. J Vic, yo, how do you do, fellow MLS DGens? Guess what? We're better now that you're here. So hey, we're all better for it. Alex, who's the next pick?
You had to guess who this is based on the scores.
Oh, you're gonna show me the scores. All right, let's put this on the screen. He's a Dynamo or Sounders player. Dang it! All right, Dynamo or Sounders. First off,
Nah, I'm not going to tell you. You got to guess.
you're not gonna tell me. This looks like Roost Snack.
Nope. It's a
Oh,
defender. It's Mikael.
ooh, Mikael.
Yeah, so he's also got U23. And I mean, like those scores are really good. I mean, he's getting decisives in there. Like he's mixing in decisives. Those peaks are very good for a center back. Like and
Right,
repeating it.
right, right.
It's not just a single game thing. Really good. He's on a decent defensive team. They're really good at home. It's gonna be interesting to see because it looks like Mars gonna be their starter because he
Yeah.
just got traded
R.I.P.
over there.
Steve Clark.
Yeah, he didn't get re-signed, so it'll be interesting to see if Mara ends up being the starter. But I mean, for $9, like those scores are really good. defensive U23, good home team. Like, I mean, we can sort by home. 59.5 at home, like
Yeah.
very good, decent floor too throughout 50 basically, barring some weird games. But yeah, I love this. I think I might pick one up just because like defenders in MLS can be weird sometimes, and you need those peak scores if you're going to want to win anything. And he's one of
Yeah.
those guys that's cheap and can do that for you.
No, I agree. If I didn't already have a Franco Escobar, I'd probably pick up a Mikael. And we've been going back. We've been back and forth all season, like Team Mikael and Franco Escobar, and they both just smashed the whole time anyway. So it didn't really
Yeah,
matter. And who was the other one that they had over there?
Sviatchenko.
Sviatchenko. Yeah, I mean, dude, he was scoring awesome too. So, dude,
Yeah,
it's everybody. It's dude. This is one of my favorite picks. Obviously, anything could happen next season. Obviously, especially since they're changing a few things. But yeah, dude, incredible shot on this one.
yep.
Love this play. Red or Dead wants to know your so rare name, Alex.
It is, what is it? ATG 1101 up top here.
There you go. ATG 11 or 1. Oh, this is going to be the question of the offseason. Do we think Cucho is staying?
Ooh, I wish I knew. But there are definitely some bids out there. If he goes to Liga MX, whew,
watch out.
Insane. That'd be insane.
I don't know. I forget who I was listening to the other day, but I guess one of the biggest questions around Cucho is like, look, Cucho is starting to break into the Colombian national team. Like the World Cup is coming up. He's obviously going to want to play. I mean, he's an incredible forward. Like he's an incredible striker. So obviously he wants to get there. Does he have a better chance of doing that in MLS or somewhere like Liga MX? And that's the real question, where you'd think most likely the way it works over here on this side of the world, it's like, yeah, if you're playing in Liga MX, the national teams are going to take you a little bit more seriously. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of like one of the things really weighing in on there. But Columbus would be stupid not to throw whatever. Like if it's a money thing, like Columbus, just freaking pay the man. But yeah, obviously there are external factors, so it'll be a wait and see. But we'll get there. We'll get there. And if not, it's going to be an incredible. Listen, if you got the cojones, man, and you want to go ahead and you want to take that gamble, if Cucho doesn't end up staying, you're going to be sitting pretty.
I think he's going to smash wherever he's at, though. So, but it's just like whether he's going to smash more if he's in MLS, but he's in Liga. Depends on the club he goes to. I forget who was sending the offer over. Was it Cruz?
Monterrey.
Monterrey.
Yeah, I think it was Rayados. Yeah.
Yeah,
but that's the thing though. For us challenger boys, if he goes to contender, like he would be worthless to be in contender. So it's like,
whoa.
I don't have contender cards, bro. It's for me, it just wouldn't work.
I will say I do have Canales and Ocampos, so that'd be a 3-stack waiting to happen.
Ooh, that would be fun. That would be fun. Yo, shout out to Boston Sean checking in at work. Ugh, lame. You'll get there. You'll get there. You'll get there. And then, hey, just real quick though, is King Hartel on your list, bro?
Nope.
Wow. Okay, Dia, we'll have a separate conversation later because yes, King Hartel. I don't know, man. I drank the Kool-Aid at the end of the last season. What St. Louis was cooking over there, so I am all on board the King Hartel. So I'm with you on that one. I am with you.
Yeah, no, there's no St. Louis on here. I couldn't do that.
Respect. I can respect it. It's cool. It's cool.
You know who is on the list though? Santi Moreno for Portland. Extremely cheap for $20 or 11. Like that's really good for his scores last year. Portland, one of the best attacking teams. I think also Jonathan Rodriguez, $15. So there's two pretty decent guys over there.
Were there
that you
rumors
could
around J-Rod that I saw, or was I going crazy?
Maybe I haven't seen anything, but you might be more informed than I am on that.
Oh, who did they bring in? They brought in a striker, didn't they?
Did they? Is it on here?
Maybe. I don't remember. There's been a lot of talk about what Portland's doing, and like a Vander is still a question mark as well.
They got Mason Toye.
Maybe that's what it was. Maybe it was Mason Toye I was thinking about.
No,
hey, that's important.
He was here. He was here last year.
I don't know. There's too many dang rumors, man. The rumor mill is going thick and fast. But anyway, tell me about Santi Moreno.
Basically, Santi last year, I used him, and he was. I gotta find him. He was really good for me last year. He was even a captain at some points because there were some runs where he was doing well, like this right here. Like that was really, really good. And he can hit peaks. He's on a good attacking team, decisives and AA. Like 15 AA game, like that gives you a good floor. So I'll just go to straight starts, like 61.6 in starts, and a very good floor. A lot of AA, makes a lot of things happen, and multiple decisive games. Like he can get involved in the attack. And
but the forward card,
yeah, or the midfield. Honestly, both of them are very good.
Are they really good?
Yeah, midfield's
Oh
58-6. Like
yeah.
that's still pretty good. Forward is obviously the one you want to have. But
There's
midfield's
just way
also
better
just
options at midfielder that you'd rather have. Where it's like, and when it comes to forwards in MLS, man, they're hard to
oh,
come by.
there's one up right now. So
Wow. Uh-oh.
it's only a mid,
Uh-oh.
but I'm sure people have plenty of them.
Yo, shout out to Germ, another one of them MLS experts. Santi getting all the sets if Evander does leave. Ooh, and Atuesta in there would be good too.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
they
they,
need a
they need to do
midfielder.
something about that defense, man. They need to secure that back line. Kamal Miller, where the heck you at?
Yeah,
We buying low on Kamal Miller?
Char's getting old. No, I'm not buying any Portland defense.
Yo, but
They
David
were
Ayala
they
in
were
that midfield's awesome.
they were abysmal last year defensively. So it's like attack is where you want to have him. Like Evander, it'll be interesting to see if he leaves or not. He is still pretty expensive. So it's like,
Well,
yeah,
here's the thing: are we buying low on Crapo? Like,
he didn't give me a reason last year to want to buy him.
yeah, but that's last year, baby. That's in the past. We're talking about now. Obviously, I think they know they
Like,
have
oh,
defensive issues. You'd think they would address them, right?
like look at these nice scores right here.
But Crapo's a good keeper, maybe.
That's all
I've never
Canada.
been like,
That's all Canada. This is Portland. 40.6. 2 clean
yeah, but
sheets.
what were his scores before that though in MLS? Check all those scores in MLS because Crapo back in the day was solid, but Portland for whatever reason, man.
Yeah. Yeah, he was elite at LAFC. He's definitely really talented, but unless they change who's around him, he's gonna have shots on goal.
What's that rare price?
20.
20.
Yeah. So not bad. Not
Yeah.
bad.
Could be a buy low. I don't know if I'm not saying that like, oh, I think Portland's defense is going to turn it around or anything, but hey, yeah, it's an idea, man. Zig when
You,
others are zagging, you know?
you want a fun one?
Ooh, dude, why you got to tell everybody, bro? I was hoping
Shuki.
that everybody would forget and I could scoop one for cheapo, but his price just won't go down because he's a fucking PSV player.
Yep. We got Chuki. And so at PSV now really doesn't really start much, but he's been good when he's here, but he's gonna turn out to a different level whenever he comes back. Like, or not comes back, but comes to MLS. Like, even it will go to his starts in Eredivisie, like a very talented league. 53-7. You can see these peaks. Like a lot of decisives.
You know, do we want to have this conversation now? It's too soon to have this conversation.
That's all I'm gonna say. Like he is playing through this winter. Like he is warm. He's gonna come into
Yeah,
this league probably a lot fitter than most players.
yeah. I
Um,
just look, man. From years of watching Chucky, I think he's gonna get pushed around by some of these center backs on MLS, where it is really a real physical league sometimes, and I think he's gonna have like struggle adjusting to it. The way I see it watching the national team, like, listen, y'all watch Mexico too. Y'all love to crap on Mexico too. All right, you've seen it. It's like, look, he has flashes. He can do incredible things. He's silky with the ball. I love Chucky, but is he going to have what it takes to pull like a Pooge and put the entire team on his back? And we don't even know what the build is. Do we know if they're going to go super heavy at the beginning? It's and it's tough. That's Chuki's my guy, right? But it's like there's a part of me that's like I don't know. I don't know how it's going to be at to start, but I don't know. I have my doubts, but maybe that's just me from
yeah,
years of pain and
it's
suffering.
we'll see because like there are players in this league who are smaller but have been able to like break through. But it's obviously not as common, but it's possible. I hope he does. Also, that comment does bring up my next guy. So
Which one?
the most recent one, Germ.
Germ?
Yeah,
Ooh, Chunkly or Pablo Ruiz for comeback player of the year. Both of them are going into such terrible situations, which is like the really tough part where it's like, what are those teams going to look like? I feel like Pablo Ruiz, though. Chunkly has shown flashes, but he's been hurt, and who knows what New England's going to look like. So I'm going to go Pablo Ruiz.
well, here's my choice, and I agree with you, Pablo Ruiz. He was a killer for them the year previous. Came in, got hurt again, and so. But I mean, if we go to the year before, like he was very good. We'll go to just starts and yeah, he's our all RSL. But like last season, Like you can see these scores are really nice. That's when Chicho started turning up too. And you could tell during the
R.I.P.
time that he wasn't there, like there was definitely a playmaker missing. Luna filled that decently, but just from the wing, it's difficult. Um, and so they had to have, Amika and Nelly and Brian Ojeda like step up, pushing forward, and it just wasn't the same. And so him coming
They started
back,
off nice.
yeah, they did. They started off nice, dipped in and out of form, and it's just like they limped into the playoffs and got beat by a team who was a lower seed, but we all kind of knew was going to beat them. Um, and so yeah, and he's like the price. Whew, I don't think many people know. $2, 2.94.
Wow.
So it's like
Wow.
for $3, like that's worth the risk, in my opinion.
That's what I like to call risk reward. That
And
is about as good as it
little
gets.
little jersey match on the rare too.
Oh, there's some jersey mints on the sale too.
Jersey match, color match.
Oh,
I
right.
love those RSL jerseys. I don't know why.
Oh.
I don't know why. They're cool.
My bad, Redder Dead. Yo, Redder Dead really wants you to check your server account. He's trying to
Okay.
do business, bro.
Okay.
Y'all do some business. Paul Snapbot, CJ DeSantos on his
Oh
transfer
shit.
news. Is he going to be the starting MLS keeper at San Diego? We don't know yet, Paul. They're still kind of building out their roster. It is still a very, very small, shallow roster. But I mean, he has a fighting chance. There's going to be competition for that starting spot. CJ does have the MLS experience. It just kind of depends on how they build out their roster. So that's going to go to wait and see. But like Mike kind of mentioned earlier, it's going to be a cheap handcuff to have anyway. There's going to be a lot of competitions, Leagues Cup, Open Cup, freaking regular season play. So there should be some chances, and there might be a few sneaky streams in there for you as well. So yeah. Do we want to
Yeah.
share this business that's happening over here, or after
Sure.
it's said and done, or are you wheeling and
Eh,
dealing?
no, I think we're good, but my thing's acting weird. So I have to do it on my
Oh,
phone.
yeah,
But
Red or
yeah.
Dead doing business over here, bro. I can respect that. I
All,
respect that hustle. Look at you go.
all I'll say is you'll be utilized well over here. This is the best person to have this. And I appreciate it.
Oh yeah, it was
Um,
like that.
yeah.
Well, when you
And
get it working,
so,
show us the deal, bro. Show us the
all right,
business, bro.
I can just show it.
Can't be
I don't,
doing all
I,
that. Not...
I don't think he cares, but he's sending over the one of Ndembe.
Oh,
Shout out to Red or Dead because Ndembe is one of my favorite guys. Tore his ACL against St. Louis in the playoffs,
dude, happy
basically
Christmas,
saving
bro.
us. Yes, Merry Christmas, Red or Dead.
Dude, Red or Dead, what a guy.
That's it's
Everybody give him a round of applause. Even though he
it's
can't hear it,
beautiful.
he's gonna know that it's happening.
Yeah, and so Ndembe, love him, and he's 23. Like
Yeah.
he's young, so
You remember,
I'm.
dude, and like none of you would know this, but after a show that we did, it was like me, Alex, and Chris. We were just sitting on like silver on the market,
Yeah,
and dude, we
yeah.
saw the Ndembe for like $2 rare, and this was at the beginning of last season, so prices were still a little high. We all just just stumbled over each other trying to buy a freaking Logan Ndembe, and then it just didn't play. It was great, great time.
Let me
Great
find that
time.
because that was very. Yeah, here it is. I think this is it. So,
Dude, that's funny.
oh, it's acting weird. Yeah. So here's me, and then where is it?
Had to be like
Is it
all
me?
around the same time.
This is it, right? I'm trying to see.
Had to have been, unless you've been buying more.
No, I don't. I think this is the only one that I have. Yeah, this is April last year. I'm confused
Hmm.
because I'm like pretty sure that.
I'm pretty sure that's where it was. I could just look in my gallery unless I traded them away. Anyway, let's get back on these picks. Shout out to Logan and Dembe and Ritter did.
Yes, shout out.
That was cool. Somebody clip
Where?
that.
Yeah, that was wholesome. Thank you, Red Dead. Now we get them. We get Sporting Train rolls. Steven
Ah, god
Afrifa.
dang it. You see what
Yep.
you did, Ritter Dead?
He's opened the floodgates for this.
Dang
He
it.
was up next anyway. For some reason, we have a 69 pick score. Nice against Miami. But
Nice.
yeah. I mean, Afrifa scores may look interesting last year, like sort of sparse. But I mean,
He was fun.
if you throw this to just starts, he's a 56.5 with 6 decisives in 11 games, and some good AA too. And Johnny Russell's gone, and so someone's gonna have
R.I.P.
to replace that role. He played on the right a couple games, and so he definitely is probably going to be our default guy into that spot.
He tore up Orlando City. I just want to say.
Oh yeah, let's look at that game. That'd
I
be.
remember literally texting Alex like a FIFA, bro.
I
Nigga
remember.
cooked
I
us.
I remember because my stack was Melia, Leibold, Tommy, Shallowy, and Russell, and I captained Russell, and that's what didn't get me money in rare in season. I was like 2 points off, but yeah, Afrifa, like he's really really talented, and it was his first year sort of starting in the league, like getting some starts.
Yeah.
He's also a really nice guy too in person, so that makes me love him even more.
Honestly, that makes it better, you know.
Exactly, and so $6, I think it's a good deal. Obviously, I have a little bit of bias, but I think the scores are pretty decent, just like on its own,
No,
and just knowing.
I'll definitely I'll back that up and say I did like what I saw from him. Obviously, his play time was inconsistent. Like he's still trying to figure it out. He's a young guy. Do you think with all the players you let go and all the players you didn't bring in, he'll actually get a shot?
For sure, he got a shot last year, and so I think he'll actually like get consistent starts as long as we don't like bring in some right wing, which knowing us, we ain't gonna bring in shit. Like we haven't brought in a single thing yet. We brought in two homegrown guys who are probably just gonna play SKC2, maybe get some bench appearances, but we haven't brought in any guys that I would say are gonna start or get close to starting. So
R.I.P.
yeah, for
Definitely
now,
a more speculative Dang, I am struggling with that speculative play for this season because yeah.
yeah. Oh, we just need like someone. Bring him back. Just something.
Ooh, wouldn't
That'd
that
be
be
a
the
card.
day?
That'd be a card. Also, I got this dude on here who I'd never heard of until I looked at his scores. His name's
Ooh,
Teenage. That's kind of funny.
Teenage DB.
Yep. And
Back
so look
back
at
in the
his.
day, back before I was even on Sorare in the States, Teenage DB was like the darling of Sorare in the States for Chris and Trip and B back in the day. Like they
So
were
look at
all
those.
on him.
Look at those scores to end the year last year as a starter. Like those are good, and they just like sent two of their center backs over to Colorado. Like they just shipped him out. So he's their guy now. Some good AA. This is penalties. I'm pretty sure. Don't yeah. There's
Yeah.
clean sheets, but I mean he still did well.
And basically it's
Fits
gonna be
in.
that back three with Matt Miazga. Hopefully he's back too. So that dude, that's
Yeah.
a gnarly back three to be honest. Miazga,
Yeah.
Robinson, and Hadibi. Even though I
Yep.
think it's Hadebe, but it's more fun to say Hadibi.
I just call him teenage, even though I don't know if that's what it is. But he was at he was in Konyaspor, who is a Turkish league team. Shout out the Super League. I'm a big fan. And so having that guy sort of being on both sides, like I like Francisco Calvo, same thing. He could be really good next year, and he should start, like guaranteed. Like it should be them three, and he's young.
Yeah.
Like he's not a teenager, but he's 29. Like he's still got time.
Yeah, I remember not this season, but the prior season before that. I think we all kind of jumped on the train, and then he moved.
Yeah. All right, let's speed run these next guys because they're pretty self-explanatory. We got Cleach sitting
Really?
at $2.
Okay. All right. You got me. All right. You got me.
So you can see these scores. He's on all sets. He's got Benteke.
He has
Um,
Benteke.
he had an off year last year, and even the scores look like solid. So
But DC's been making moves, so they are definitely trying to strengthen up that roster with what? I don't really know, but hey, you never know. You
we'll
never
see.
know.
Yeah. So yeah, these are
Wow,
really
Cleach
nice.
$2, man.
Yep.
That's not a bad shout, to be honest. If you can get those scores, yeah, that'd be freaking tight.
Next up, we got Christian Ramirez.
Ooh.
So I love it when they run Cucho, Ramirez, and Rossi. Um, and they were really successful at it last year. Cucho leaves, he's going to be the new starter guy up top. If you look at his starts, well, unless they bring in someone, but if you look at his starts last year, 56-1 with 14 decisives in 22 games. He may not bring in a crazy amount of AA, but when he starts, like he's a very solid option. And he is $3 or no, sorry, 180, 184. So it's like kind of a risk free. Like if someone gets hurt, like he's going to go up there and do his job. Um, and I love that about him. I had him last year. He was not. He was a very nice play. And Maton's
Yeah.
gone too, so there's some good chance he gets some more tick.
Yeah. No, I definitely agree. I love Christian Ramirez. I picked one up last year too because he was like a couple bucks. The only thing is like he's getting a little older, and like the same thing. Columbus is one of those teams that it's just like they have so many guys that they can just rotate in and out. But yeah, if it's gonna be that cheap, just kind of one of those guys that you stash. And hey, if he's kind of getting the shout for a few weeks, or he's like a nice little run of form, you're like, hey. You run out your Christian Ramirez. Dude, yeah. One of his few MLS forwards and rare. Yeah. Me too, Red or Dead. Me too. And I like it when my challenger guys go to another challenger league when they move. Shout out Facundo Torres, baby. That's right.
Hopefully.
No, it's done. It's done.
Is it done?
Yeah,
Palmeiras?
Palmeiras, baby. Up to
Damn,
14 mil. Let's go.
I wish Cruz would got him. That would have been cool.
Let's go.
But
I'm
yeah,
glad.
go ahead.
No. I was gonna say good. Now I don't have to buy in a contender.
We got Jake Davis.
right,
and
I like Jake Davis.
So last year he started at right back, and then he moved into the central midfield role, and that's probably where we see him next year. Because our depth is horrible at that, and knowing us, we're not going to bring in anybody because we're like, oh, we got Jake Davis, throw him in midfield, it's fine, we'll be fine. But we can just select him at the midfield. He's average of 55, got a few decisives mixed in, also a red card. We don't talk about that. But yeah, got some decent AA. He's a U23 guy who I think is very talented. Got called up to the Olympics during the summer last year, and he is 294. And so he's very cheap, and it starts basically every game. Like, he's one of those guys that doesn't really get moved, and he plays 90 minutes. He doesn't get subbed either.
I hate that you're like making me say such nice things about SKC right now. Because like, first of all, why are there so many SKC guys? Not a single Orlando guy yet. Whatever, dude. I'll get over it. But
Do I have Orlando?
Jake Davis is another one of those guys that I really, really like, and I really think he's a little talented fellow over there at SKC. And
I don't think
big fan of Jake Davis.
I don't think I put any Orlando, but I did see this guy. I don't know if I put him on here, but I'll just say it anyway. Angulo.
Yeah,
I loved him last year.
Guy, huh?
Yeah, I loved him last year. He has some really nice peak scores. Gets good AA too for being a midfield card. And is $5. So if Orlando keeps up their success, good option to have. And Facundo's gone, so he'll
got a whole lot of money.
Who's going to be pen taker now? Now that Facundo's gone, I feel like he scored a bunch of pens last year.
Ojeda, I guess.
Muriel, maybe.
God. Someone please buy Muriel.
Nope, he didn't get picked in the
anybody, please. Please. Anybody. Is it because Ndembe is back, so Leibold and Ndembe at right and left back? Because they pushed Jake Davis into the midfield, didn't he?
Yeah, but they played Shelton at right back. I think we lean towards Ndembe more. Like, he's sort of like Leibold's really good. That's not true. None of our guys are crazy, but he's like decent at his position. But I think Ndembe is preferred.
Yeah, I think I would say that too. And a healthy Ndembe, I feel like gets the nod there. But either way, they have to find space for Jake Davis on this team. Like, they're not.
No, he'll play midfield for sure.
Yeah,
it'll be Radoya, him, and Tommy, and whoever else. Surely you're bringing like one signing, just one guy.
Surely, dude. Surely.
You know how long it's been since we've had a signing?
How long?
March 2023. And it was Danny Rosero.
Oh, feels bad, man.
Yeah. It's been a while.
Maybe you'll get Kai Kamara. Has Kai Kamara been in SKC yet? I don't even remember.
Yep. That was the first ever goal I saw in person, was him scoring against San Jose.
Dang it.
Yep.
You guys got to get somebody. All right. Next
You tell me who we're going to get. I'm glad Chris isn't here because you just dislike this with Brian White.
No.
Brian White last year had 16 goals.
Ugh.
You would not have thought that he had 16 goals last year.
Yeah, they were all at the beginning of the year.
And then at the end when he came back from injury, because it was like he was in like a weird spot. But yeah, he scored a hat trick against St. Louis. Gotta love him.
Is that why he's on this list?
No, I didn't actually see that. Did he assist against Tigres? That's not bad either.
Oh, okay, I did sound like Brian White. Good.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, for me, it's just a price thing. $3, like.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah. Look, Brian White's one of those guys, and I'm gonna eat my words later on because I said this about Jordan Morris last year, where it's like he gets streaky, and when he's streaky, you run him in, and then when the goals dry up, you just don't think about Brian White at all because he will just go on a hot streak and then just disappear again, and then he might show up again, but might not.
But for those hot streaks, he's legitimately scoring every game. Like, there's no stopping. Like, he will down here, like, you can see this. What, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games in a row with a goal or multiple goals.
Dude,
Which is
yes,
like,
and they're letting Fafa Pico leave, man,
yeah, they didn't resign him.
and Vanny
Sporting,
Sartini.
Sporting.
They
Come on,
let
Fafa.
Vanny Sartini go, and now the Whitecaps are up for sale too. Who's going to buy the Whitecaps? Are they even going to be in Vancouver? We
Ryan
don't
Gould's
know.
gonna buy him, and he's gonna own the club.
We don't know. There's a lot of question marks around this Whitecaps team.
Yeah.
A lot of white season. Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah.
Yeah. He's not the best option, but he's $3, and so it's like
He's
for me
$3, and
that's
maybe you'll get a few decisives when you want them.
once you see him score two games straight, no, you should probably start him, and then he'll cool off eventually. But
But you just don't know when.
exactly. All right, we still got I don't know how many more. I think a few more. This is a crazy one for price wise. Like Lewis Morgan obviously had an interesting year last year. He was in and out of form. He ended up getting AA at some point. He like spent VC on the ability to get AA. But he is $3, and like that's just wild to me.
Lewis Morgan, dude, he's another one of those Brian Whites, man. Like,
I don't know, $3, man. I don't know. It's kind of wild.
Javik, Sorare should buy them and change the club name to Whitecap 240.
John Nellis up top. That'd be lit.
Dude, that was incredible. That's put that on a t-shirt, man. That's great. Or Powell with his new crypto coin.
You got any Pavel coin?
I bought it some. I may have scooped a few. I think I bought. I did. Come on, for the content, baby. No, I bought like $25 a Powell coin, like at the very bottom. It hasn't moved. It stayed very. It's like sitting at like point not one or something like that. Like it's not going up or down. So I was like, whatever. I bought $25, and I was like, for whatever reason, this dumb thing works. I was like, whatever. I'm sitting on a bag. I call that a moon bag. It's like, hey, it's a long shot, but what's $25? Whatever, dude. $25, I could turn into like 16. Whatever. I'm down.
What's gonna trigger the market to go up on Pavel coin?
That I don't know. I've literally tried to think of many ways that. First of all, when I think of Pavel, I'm like, okay, Pavel. Everybody in Sorare knows Pavel, but like, who the heck cares about Pavel outside of Sorare? And I was like, I'm seeing my gallery. All right, it's not going up. So the odds that this Powell thing goes up, I don't
it's
see
like
it.
everybody inside Sorare knows who he is. But then if you ask one person, I don't think a single person outside of Sorare knows who he is.
Yo,
It's
but
kind of
Powell,
wild.
accept my trades though. For real, I own your token. I'm gonna message him and be like, hey, I own your token. Will you stop just keep denying all my deals instantly, please?
Can you insta buy my cards with Pavel coin instead of real money?
Powell, I'm a holder, please. I hold your coin. Please help.
Are they gonna do like exclusive giveaways and stuff for that?
Probably not. I don't know. I'm holding it for the lulz. See what happens. I'll regret it later, but whatever.
Yep. I got your
Shout out.
boy on here next though.
Ooh,
Mika.
Mecca Nelly.
For the low price of $4.
Shit, I might have to buy one of those.
You ready for the straightest line of scores you've ever seen in your life?
Yes. Dude, he's a solid defensive mid, man. He's a dog in the midfield.
Literally every game, 50. It's kind of wild. But yeah, he mixes in decisives. That's when you get your peaks. But like genuinely 50, like every game.
I love me some Mecca and Nelly.
Yeah,
great guy.
So can't complain about that. And he was U23 now. He's not.
But that's what we want, right? A solid floor. And nowadays, a solid floor, not for all 5-year players, but that solid floor that keeps you in the boxes. All right, you get a 30 in there, you ain't getting no box, but a 50 that kind of keeps you in the boxes a little bit. It might not win you the thing, but hey, get those.
Speaking of a solid floor, James Sands, I used him last year. Very, very good, especially in U23.
Very good.
He was. Look at these scores: 74, 69 off AA alone. Like towards the end of the year, he was good.
I'm just not a fan of Sands. I'm not gonna lie.
For the big price of $4, though, I may change your mind. Like he was.
It does change my mind a little bit. Yeah,
$4.
that's not bad. That is not bad.
I remember. I think I captained him for this 100. Oh, it's against you. Sorry.
Dang it, dude. How long were you holding on to that one? Yeah, that one in your pocket the whole show.
I didn't actually know that. I just knew I captained him for this. I remember the 100. I didn't know it was against y'all though.
Damn, bro. I thought we were bros.
My bad. All right, I'll just choose someone that you like then. Eric Tommy.
Ugh.
No, he was actually pretty decent last year. Like
You
if you
remember
look across the board.
you remember when we first started chatting before you hopped on the show, you told me Tommy was going to be the next Joao Paulo?
What? I don't think I said that.
Ain't nobody else was talking to me about SKC, bro.
I think I said Remy Voltaire. I don't think I said
No
Tommy.
chance.
Because Joao Paulo is a whole different position.
I'm saying, bro.
Maybe. But his scores were decent last year. Like he was putting up decent scores throughout. And now we have no Russell, so someone's gonna have to take pens.
That's true.
And Polito is probably gonna get benched half the time.
What
So
about Shallowy?
we'll see. He's really cheap too. I think he's cheaper than Tommy. So if you want Shallow, just know he's cheaper than Tommy. But again, super cheap, low price of $5.
Shocking
and
that
yeah.
SKC guys are cheap.
Yeah. Who would thought?
Shocking.
Two more, save the best for last. First, we got
Okay.
Mikel Ura,
Ooh.
and he was scoring some goals last year. He put up 13 with 5 assists. AA was kind of crap, but in this team that's going to be interesting, you can get him for $6 and gamble for 13 goals a year. Like that's
What about
pretty good.
Tyberibo though?
That's another one who's also pretty cheap. So you can pick your
Yeah, how much
poison
is
with
Tyberibo
these
right now?
guys. He is $4. So they're both really, really cheap. And so yeah, Brebo had a little bit better AA. 16 goals too is kind of wild. But
Yeah, he got hot in the middle of the year. That was awesome.
yeah, so look out for them too. Two Philly guys if they start turning up next year. And I know this is it's the only guy you could have saved for last. It's the only one.
Oh, Bradley Guzan. The
So,
Goose.
I mean, this you don't really need to show the scores, but like you can see like there's some good stuff in there. But I mean, starting keeper next year re-signed for $9. He's also a legend. Beat Miami by himself.
He's
Don't
just
forget.
one of those guys that you just never feel great about it, but he just smashes every time.
Yeah,
Like
he actually puts up good AA.
you feel bad for playing him and you feel bad for not playing him. That's how I feel about Brad Guzan. Like you play him, you're like, and then you don't play him, you're like, dang it, I should have played him. You just don't
Yeah.
win. You really can't win. Whoa, Red or Dead with the 70-cent Fafa Picolt rare. That is what it, dude. He's a free agent, man. You gotta think some MLS team is gonna pick him up. Like, come on.
Yeah, dollar.
He's 33.
Yeah, he was very good at points last year. Yeah, like this
Dude,
stuff.
he was awesome.
Also for international even utility, like he smashes for Haiti. Yeah, here we go. Like only 2 games in the last year, but like he's very good for Haiti when he starts. So
Yeah.
that's a bonus.
That's a good shout, Redder. That definitely it's not a bad one to pick up because we probably should do that. We should go through the list of like free agents that are still available and like people around the league that might be sneaky pickups, but obviously there's no guarantee. But there are just some of these guys that I don't know, man. They deserve to be on an MLS team. They're MLS caliber players.
For sure. So here's half the list.
Does this tell you how much the whole list is?
Yeah. So if you wanted to pick up every single guy that I just showed, you'd be paying $167 or $9 a card.
Should I do it for the content and then just track it all year?
That'd be kind of funny. I mean, I only have 2 keepers in here, so that's. Oh, I guess I have 3. Nah, these are probably 3 full teams.
Maybe.
Yeah, 1, 2 defenders or another defender.
Not gonna lie.
3 defenders. Yeah, 3 defenders.
These are like those like fringy guys that you could pick up for cheap that'll like help you win things. But like obviously they're not like the smashers that we do want to kind of be picking up. But this is like the good depth pieces that kind of like round out your gallery a little bit. There's a lot of good players on this list. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I mean I can just show you like how cheap some of these like smashers are if you wanted to pick them up. Because those are kind of self-explanatory. Like if like when you see Puig is like what $50 now or something like that, $58, like that's yeah. I mean,
go to forwards.
Benteke was one. I think $35. I think I'm gonna pick him up. $26. Sorry,
I'm gonna do this right now. All right, I'm gonna get big for this one. All right.
What?
Any of you see that Benteke Belgian rare card on the market for cheap? You leave it there, okay? Because I'm gonna buy it. I'm just letting you know right now. There's a Belgian Pateco rare on the market, cheap. It's mine. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Is there one on the market? Ah, there it is. Oh, 46
Basil too.
bucks.
Basil.
Dude, at the end of the season, it was like 35, and I was like, I can get it cheaper. Oops.
Basil though. Trade some cards.
No, that's true. Ooh, I'm out. But yeah, y'all leave that Belgian Benteke rare to me. Thank you.
Benteke. Yeah. Oriano's like decent price. Suarez for 10. Not bad. Uh-oh. He's coming for your card. Joveljic, like turning up. Denny for 35. Like some of these guys are really cheap.
What do you think about Oriano for 30?
I like it. I think it depends on if Acosta stays though.
Paintsill at 21?
No, I think his floor is like pretty high, actually. Wherever he is.
How much is Kelvin
34.
Yeboah? I'm interested to see what Minnesota do next year, and hopefully they get rid of Pookie.
14 last sale average.
Dude, he's so hot at the end of the season, man. That's incredible.
Yeah.
Who needs a year to adjust to MLS? Not Kelvin Yeboah.
Exactly.
That'll be an interesting one. Is he gonna be back?
I have no clue. But I mean, he was decent to end the year.
Yeah, he was okay.
Also,
the interesting is gonna be that's what I was gonna say. What's gonna happen with Carlos Gil?
For the grand total of $46.
Oh, still, that's crazy. It's crazy. He still carries that much. Like
best AA in the league on average. Also,
unreal.
Besides maybe Yamar, I think it's like him and Yamar.
Ooh, Redderd's thinking about getting some more Brazilians to run with his MLS guys.
Oh, I could do a whole show on that. Oh my god.
I'm definitely considering it this year. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what I do within season.
So it's like, if you want to play him during December, it's like similar. I also need to scoop a Barco. Shout out Barco. If you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
Look at that. He's the Oscar. He's the Oscar who's available on Sorare.
That's the kind of production that Atlanta wished they got.
Yeah, 82.8, 31 AA per game. Their season just ended though. They don't start up until 57. So, yep. So yep, that's all the MLS rare guys. I think I lost the list. It's fine, but yeah.
Yeah. No, that was a good list, man. That's definitely kind of deep cut, not the guys that everybody thinks about. Some really good picks in there that people might not have ever heard of or really thought about. So you're never scooping Barco. Yeah, you're never scooping Barco.
I guess that's true. Yeah.
Yep. Right. Palmeiras, Corinthians, Fortaleza, and Sao Paulo.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Stock up on your Facundo Torreses now. That'd be interesting to see what he does in Brazil.
Get a John for Botafogo.
Ooh.
Or Almada, low key, because Leon's gonna get relegated, so he's gonna be in the Brazilian league a little bit longer.
Or Thiago also goes to Palmeiras, so that he just takes over the world as Facundo Torres.
Nah, they just won the double. I don't think he's gonna leave. That's wild though. Winning the double is very rare, so that's cool that they did that, and he did that. Do you see how he got discovered by his owner?
No.
It was underneath a tweet that he had posted, and somebody was like, "Hey, Mr. Owner, you should check out Thiago Almada. He's a very fast playmaker, and he plays for Atlanta United." And then the owner responded, "Thanks, man. I'll check him out." And they signed him 2 months later for $20 million.
There's no way that's real.
And then he posted after the final with the tweet, and he said, "This was the first time I'd ever heard of Thiago Almada."
No, is that for real?
Yeah,
that's like for real.
Yeah, so that's how Almada got signed by Botafogo. It's kind of wild.
Classic South American shenanigans, bro.
Their owner's American though. That's the weird part.
So classic American doesn't know football. He's like, who's this guy?
Ooh, Twitter. X.
Twitter. It's still Twitter, bro. I don't think I've ever called it X out loud. It's just always Twitter. I don't even care. But yeah, dude, anybody in the chat, anybody watching this after, let us know if you bought any of these guys. Let us know what you're planning. If you like any of these guys, or if Alex is just crazy wacky out of his mind.
Yep.
Let us know, man. It'd be really, really cool. It's fun to think about. There's some players on that. I'm buying a Jake Davis. Yeah,
Yes.
I'm buying Jake Davis for sure.
Let's go.
Oh, well, I've had my eye on him all year, but I was just waiting for his price to drop. And now that you bring it up and it's so cheap, why freaking not?
Buy
Why
a
freaking
Chucky
not? Maybe. Or I could buy a Santi Jimenez.
for Feyenoord.
Yeah.
He
Yeah, buddy.
he just scored 2 the other day, I think.
Yeah, he's coming off 100, I think. Like 2 or 3 big scores. I'm like, oh, of course, now he plays good.
Yeah, he was not playing well for a little bit.
Oh, Bob Franklin, don't play MLS yet, but maybe next year. I'll tell you what, Bob, you keep coming and hanging out, you will be an MLS sicko before you know it. You'll probably have more MLS cards than every other card. That's how we do it here. But hey, we're just here for a good time. You just want to hang out. You don't have to play MLS, but hey, maybe you just like Messi. Whatever it is. Whatever it is. I'm just happy you're here. Yeah, Frey and Guzan, that's the way to go. Hopefully Gayese stays. I don't want to buy another keeper. Yep, Javik, we've been buying some classic cards. They are way too cheap. It is definitely you buy some cheap classic cards now, get a little bit of a floor of a gallery, and then just save the big money for that in season. Probably limited though. In season rare is a little too much bang for my buck. But that's right, Mike. We are here for a good time, not a long time. Let me get that tattooed on my chest.
Let's go.
Let's go. Is Gayese leaving? Oh, Javik, I don't know. I don't know. But I was talking about it in the Discord with Thomas earlier, is that when we re-signed Gayese a year or two ago, it was money, and he asked for a lot of money, and we paid him. So he is like one of the highest paid goalkeepers in the league. Like, he's on an incredibly high salary. He's on his last year of his contract. It is around the time that the club really has to start thinking about making a decision on Gayese. And obviously, we just let Faku go. We got 14 million from there. Do we let him go, bring in someone else? But who? Because Gayese is awesome. I think it would take the right money and the right offer, which just makes it 10 times worse because there's always a ton of rumors around Gayese anyway. And now you're just adding like, oh, there's real situations where this could be real. It's going to be headaches and a half. But as far as I know, nothing is real. As far as I know, the club's not shopping him around or anything, but clearly the club has a really firm stance on if the guy wants to go, they're not going to get in the way of it if the offer's right for everybody. So it's one of those things where like, hey, man, if the money comes in, and there's not much we can do about it. But we would hate to see him leave. Definitely don't want to see him leave. Very sad. Very sad days. I will cry if Gayese leaves. Faku, whatever, dude. See ya. It was fun.
Whoa.
Thank you for the tournament. Thank you for the cup. But hey, gotta move on. We could do better.
Nice, yeah. Gayese would suck if he left.
Yeah. 3 a.m. kickoffs on the West Coast. Yeah. Dude, I'm telling, even for me, when those like late games kick off, I never finish them. I always fall asleep halfway through. I cannot do it. But
you're not a real sicko. You gotta be a real sicko. Stay up and watch the MLS wrap up.
I just wake up at 4:30 a.m. every day, and I'm just a sleepy boy. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, man. But on the real talk, though, MLS, once again, obviously the season pass is very early on. They're looking into changing the schedule around where they have marquee matches at specific times. So it sounds like, hey, Friday night matches are coming, a little like Sunday afternoon shenanigans. Like, it sounds like they're going to try to spread games out a little bit more throughout the weekend and make it more of a thing to try to increase viewership and all that fun stuff. So it'll be interesting to see what they do next year, because starting all the games all at the same time, late into the night, it's just fun for nobody.
That's what the Prem did. They used to have basically every single game Saturday, and then 2 games on Sunday, one at 8 and one at 10:30, like my time. And so now they have like 6 games on Saturday and 4 games on Sunday. Like, they're still slowly splitting it up. And so I can see that happening. Imagine a Monday MLS game. Imagine that sweat.
Dude, I didn't even think about the sweat. I was like, oh, I don't want to stay up on Monday. Yeah, dude, I'd be in there. I'd be in there. Give me some Tuesday nights. Give me some Wednesday nights, bro. Give me all of it. Bob for like, ooh, big K-League guy. Started last summer with a little bit overboard. It's okay. We've all been there. We've all done it. We've all done it. Isn't it? Isn't Thomas trying to get into the K League? Isn't that what he said?
J League.
J League, J League, J League. So see, maybe it's not MLS, some J League. You know what I'm saying? If Gaese goes, where does he go? Liga MX. I
South
doubt it.
America, right? Like
Yeah,
he
it
stays in the
seems like he's going to go to
Americas.
Brazil. I think the rumors today were some Peru clubs, which makes sense. He would want to go home, but I think he still has a lot more in the tank than going to just play in Peru. So
Yeah, I guess that's true.
yeah, it'll be very interesting to see. And Jay Blaze, look, he finally showed up. Let's go. Been waiting for the stream. You know we're here for you, Jay Blaze. Definitely need the Friday games though. Friday night games for sure.
For sure.
Give us a Friday night doubleheader or whatever it is. Like, oh, just everybody would be better for it. So yeah, I'm down for that. Dude, I'm just excited. MLS is on the way back. We just lost it, and it almost feels like we're getting it right back. You love to see it.
Mm-hmm.
Love to see it.
Are we saving the other watch list for a different show? Or what do you want to
Maybe
do?
I don't know. What do you guys do? How are you guys feeling? You guys want to look at some? You guys want to scout some Challenger? Are you guys cooks? Alex, how are you doing? You look a little sleepy over there.
No, I could definitely talk some Challenger,
Bro,
but
let's talk some Challenger, bro.
you want to? Because
Yeah, bro.
this is where you actually have to open your wallet and get some guys. Because I've been telling you
Oh.
to venture, and you haven't been.
Yeah, and like I've said in our previous shows, one of the reasons we kind of wanted to do some Challenger stuff is because I won some decent Challenger in-season cars. It won me some cash while MLS was still going on. So I'm like, hey, oh, this just changes everything. Mike Baston,
Okay.
save it, and I'll come on next time. That's it. All right, we're saying all right. We can talk some Challenger though, for real. Let's save the watch list, but let's talk some Challenger for real though. Mike Baston, I'm not Mike Baston. We'll talk. We got to get Mike Baston on the show. We're gonna talk some Challenger.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Let me pull up. But yeah,
You
like
want
I
to
was
know? You
saying,
want to know what teams are good? I'll pull that up.
yeah, go through that right now. But yeah, I want some decent Challenger pieces that can kind of contend for prizes and cash. So my idea is that if I bolster up the roster a little bit, buy some bigger cards in that help me win a little bit more frequently, I could either kind of win some cash to fund some MLS if I don't spend it on NBA, and continue to accumulate some essence for MLS as well. So we'll see. Oh, there you go. Brazil MLS combos. We're gonna be here all night. I'm cool with that. Kind of cool with that. All right, who's your favorite under $15 Challenger rare for next game week?
For forward, Mertens. For midfield, Zorgain. Probably.
Why?
Zorgain is a really nice matchup. AA monster. If he mixes in a decisive against a pretty bad team, looking at 100 pretty easily. Mertens has been on a tear, 76 L5, I'm pretty sure. And so Galatasaray is a really easy
Under
matchup too.
$15 in rare?
Oh, rare. Oh, I thought you said
Oh,
limited. I'm
I was
confused.
like, whoa, they're smashing like that.
All
They're
right.
under $15 in rare.
Okay, sorry. Uno momento. I'm not as educated on rare as I am with limited.
I was about to say, like, dang, bro, I should have done this a long time ago.
I know Jansen is good, but I think he's too expensive. Who do we have? I'm trying to see if guys that I recognize. I know Haspalat. I know he's cheap. I don't know if he probably plays this weekend. Yeah. Yeah. Haspalat. Pretty decent scores. Midfielder. I assume he's limited. It's under 15 or rare. 19. 13 average. Maybe you could send something to a trader. He's good. And then there's the guy from Burnley. I forget his name.
I saw some
That's
nice
nice.
AA in there.
Oh yeah, no, he's really good for. I mean, he's $1 limited, so it's like.
Wow, really?
I thought he'd be a little cheaper. Yeah, here's Roberts. How much is Roberts? 25. Yeah, he's a little bit too. 11 last. Some of these guys are getting scooped. Some of the guys that I know that are cheap are getting scooped.
People are stalking your watch list, bro.
Galatasaray has a couple guys. Like this is cheap. What the? Yilmaz is good. If he starts, this could be good. I think
What's
Agnew is a
the
little bit too
question around
expensive.
him starting or not?
He got subbed off with injury. Let me look at
Ah,
the lineup prediction isn't even out yet, so I couldn't even tell you. But he's been pretty decent AA wise and getting mixed in some decisives. So for 14, that's not horrible. And then let me look at matchups again. Ooh, if Ogas plays, that's not bad. That is not who I clicked. If it doesn't work again. Yeah, here it is. So Ogas, he got hurt. Oh, torn thigh muscle. Never mind. I
Hey
didn't
man,
realize it
that's
was
that's.
that. I didn't realize it was that bad. He came off.
Jay Blaze is a big fan of Omri Gandelman, defense card for Gent.
I don't know if I ever used.
Omri Gandelman.
How
I
much
like
is
his name
Hamer?
though. Makes me want to watch Lord of the Rings.
Oh, here we go. Oh yeah, I found who it is. This is one of my favorite guys. He's super cheap too. $11. Gustavo Hamer. I'm pretty sure he's playing. 37. Like these scores. Had a really big week last
Ooh,
week. I had him in one of my lineups. Ended up winning a card. I love Hamer. Love
20
Hamer.
AA with a decisive. Give me some of that.
Yeah, he's really really good. He was at his main big scores were at Coventry 2 years ago. So I mean, just look at that. Like that kind of shows you that's what he was doing in the championship. He went to Sheffield, started off bad because they were in the Prem. Still got some good scores, but then now he's back in the championship. And so averaging 54.6 for $11.
Ooh, that's not bad. At least, at least,
Fire.
at least it gets you going, right? If not for anything, like it gets you kind of getting in there, kind of getting started, and then yeah, you kind of get better pieces as you go. But hey, sometimes you just got to dive right in first, get some solid pieces, and then just build out from there. Pull up this Omri Gondelman guy, defense
Okay.
card from Gints. I'm just a really big fan of his name. So now
I
let me
use
pull him up.
I use Rove, and so I always looked at Watanabe. Yeah, he is consistent.
Ooh,
I always use
ah,
Watanabe as my guy. Let me pull him up.
I mean, straight 60s for a defender. I mean, it's not the worst.
Yeah, and nothing is loading. What are we doing? That's solid. This is the
Oh,
main
he's a
get.
midfielder with a defense card. So what's the
Oh,
difference between the scores?
okay.
That's why I was like, why is he lined up in the midfield? That makes sense. But yeah,
Yeah,
his defense
midfielder.
card.
He has both. There we go. 50.9. Good scores. Like you see those 60 pluses a lot. A lot of decisives too for a
Yeah.
defender. 20 and 7.
Well, if he's playing in the midfield, it helps him get those decisives. So that's
Yeah.
really nice.
This
And as a
was
defender card, that's a little cheeky play there, Jay Blaze.
yeah. This is Watanabe, who I was thinking about picking up to pair with Rofe, but both of those are good, and he's cheap too. That's nice. For rare, he's 14.50. Not bad. And then what was the other one? Tronstad.
Yeah, Mike wants says Tronstad at Blackburn is consistent, and we love consistency.
Oh
High
yeah,
floors, higher ceilings. Oh, there you go. Talk about straight lines,
very, very consistent. Oh yeah. For
dude. That's it, man.
rare, 20.
Those high floors are the difference between boxes and no boxes.
There is a lot of guys like this in Challenger too. Like you just got to scout, and so like they're pulling up names that I never heard before, and they're doing this. Like there's a lot of guys that
And
they
you
got.
be all up in the market too. So that
Yeah,
that
I
says
look at a lot of
something.
stuff. Yeah,
Yeah, dude. Watanabe is great because he legit plays almost every week.
he never gets
That's
benched.
massive, man.
He never
That
gets
is
benched.
one of the biggest. That's all we
Like
could
look at
ask
that.
for, man.
Like this is
That is
a
all we can ask for.
zero. Like hasn't missed a game since last year in May. Hasn't missed a minute yet this season. And they have European utility. That's why I like. That's why I like Rofe, who sold me a higher card reward, conceding a goal late. I was disappointed. Very disappointed. He was literally on like a 80. And now I don't know, let me see if I can find it. It was from last week. Yeah, look at this. If only he kept that clean sheet.
Oh,
That would have been tier 3.
R.I.P.
Yeah, that would have been tier 3. Also captured the wrong guy, but it's fine. It'll be fine.
Ah, dude, there's no such thing.
And there's Hamer, who I talked about, who again I lined up with some of these bigger names. I also picked up Wrench for $4 in season. Like
Ooh,
that's a kind of really he's really good. He's $2. Oh yeah.
see those scores, boy.
Like Ajax defender got hurt here. So let me like go
Okay,
to
okay, okay.
starts.
All right.
57-7 at home.
Yeah, there are
61.
definitely some decent picks in the English Championship for Challenger, for sure, for sure.
Yeah,
Um,
my favorite keeper is actually from Challenge from there. James Trafford. He's kind of decently well known, but I mean like that's him this season.
ooh, we like those. Does
Yeah,
his price
he's
reflect it though?
$33. Yeah, probably the best current Challenger goalkeeper if I had to guess.
Oh, and U23 too.
I don't
Yeah,
think
boy.
Diogo is at that level right now. Yeah, he's there, but like I think Trafford's a little bit better.
Yeah, either way, those scores are nice as heck, boy.
Yep.
Let's do this. I'm gonna show you what I'm running with here. I'm gonna show
Okay,
you what
let's
I'm
see it.
running here.
See it.
So
Oh,
I got a
Paxton, that's
Delang.
nice.
Yeah, I got the Paxton. Okay, I got that Paxton. And I got Joris and this Brian Durkamerker guy. Great guy. He plays really well. Like they score pretty decent. If this shows me what
Lorette,
Paxton's been okay.
look at those scores. That's more than okay.
Oh, well, yeah. Sorry,
Laura,
Paxton. I didn't mean to disrespect you like that.
Laurettson's a really good value play too for a forward. I like that. Obviously, you need a in-season guy.
Yeah, that's the thing
Uh,
though. I need an in-season forward to kind of make this work, and this could bang.
let me
This could bang.
let me look. Let me see what I can find for you.
Redder Den, I went with Watford and Millwall when I started So Rare. Dude, I gotta tell y'all, and I don't know if you're gonna laugh at me or not, and maybe I'm just an idiot, but when I go to Europe, the only match that I want to go to is a Millwall match. If I don't feel like I'm fearing for my life, I'm gonna be very upset. So y'all better someone take me to Millwall, okay? Someone that's gonna make sure I don't die. All right, a lot of Euro boys out here. Find someone to take me to Millwall because that's like number one on my list. Just
Yeah, I
saying.
went to where did I go? I went to a QPR match when I was in London. It was lit. It was so fun to be there.
Yeah, I want to go to like
Like
those like lower league teams, like small little pitches. Like,
they
yeah,
shit talk so much. It's so funny.
oh, dude, that's my life. That
Yeah.
is my life.
All right. Let me see this guy that I just found.
This J Blaze, totally a homer call, but Aiden Morris should be back soon.
There you go.
Wah, wah, wah. I
Um,
feel like that's definitely something I have. Come on, I have to have an Aiden Morris, right? Let's be real.
surely. Mm, what ab-
Oh, J Blaze saw Wolves at Mullinach when they were in League One. Ooh, it was really fun and crazy vibes. That's fun. Yeah, dude, I can't wait to go to Europe. I'm gonna try to get to Europe next year. I think. Alex, you want to go to Europe? You want to go to UK? So we're in the States, meet up abroad.
Why not?
Dude,
That'd be fun.
I think 2025 is the year I finally travel across the pond. I think. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
You haven't went over there yet?
Nope. 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 Not yet. Not yet.
Mm,
But for real, someone take me to Millwall.
that'd be so fun.
uh,
I have one for you. I don't know how much you're willing to spend, but I think he's like $8, $9. I think he's a
oh,
forward.
dude, Redderded's first match he ever saw in London was in the old den. Absolutely freaking mental in the 80s. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, man.
That's lit.
That's what I'm talking about.
Here, what do you think about
Those
these
are the
scores?
vibes.
These scores for $9, unbiased.
No, those are mine. All right. Ooh, okay. And this is a forward?
Yep.
9.2 AA average. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I like it. Kind of, I think. Oh,
Tadic.
of course it's Dusan Tadic.
He was a legend at Ajax. Like for so rare. Like look at this for back when he was at Ajax.
Oh,
Like
back in the day? Yeah.
that's so
Yeah.
nuts.
Everyone knows the Tadic of old.
But
That is so rare legacy right there.
yeah, but I mean
That
since
is
this season I use him personally. I use his midfield card, I don't use his forward, but very, very good. Like oh wait, here, let me go to forward. Even better. Even better. 62 average.
not bad.
Like that's pretty
I
nice.
feel like I gotta have it for the content, right? Like, do I need to have a
I was looking at Jekko, but they literally just go 50-50 on whether it's him or Nasiri.
that's annoying.
Cause yeah. Oh, PI Tech. That's actually decent. He's been doing good this year. If he's cheap, that'd be
Uh
cool.
Jay plays a rare goalie shout for MLS or Challenger. What do you? Yeah,
Washington.
Dusty Tadic. There it is. He's old.
Oh yeah,
Old as
Piatek would have been a
gold.
perfect play, but they didn't. Remember, they didn't mint some of the clubs for
Okay.
for this. Like
Now, when you're looking for a forward for this weekend, are you looking for matchups or are you just looking for value?
I like to
Or am I
for
trying to win?
if it's a single matchups, I try to find like mostly a single weekend. I try to look for matchup because like you want to find a guy who has smashed in the past who has a good matchup. So like I like looking at just win percentage and like 3-goal percentage. So if a guy ticks those boxes and is cheap, like this guy here, Edvardson, I think I saw him when I was scouting earlier.
How much is left in the European? Like they
They're
finish in
halfway through.
what?
They're halfway through.
They finish in April, May?
Yeah. Look, this is 79, game week 79. I don't know how far that is in the future.
So what's the best forward I could buy in Challenger right now?
The best?
Yeah. Bro,
Jokic.
like if I'm gonna fill this out, I'm gonna fill this out with smash. I got lame middling pieces. I need some smashers.
It's Jokic.
All right, show me this dang leaderboard. Show me this dang. Show me these rankings, bro.
You want to see Jokic?
$60. Okay, calm down, bro. I was just kidding. Bring back the value, bro. Hey, Mike, do you really believe that Santi is gonna like keep this up? Because not only would Santi work for Challenger, but it would work for like my little Mexican collection that I want to build anyway. Because Santi's obviously going to be a part of the team. If you could just do something for the national team,
he's kind of injury prone right now.
So it's like, well, trust me, I know all about Santi. I just need to know if he's like if he's just kind of going through a little heater, or he's like finally figuring it out at Fenerbahce. He's at Fenerbahce, right?
Yeah, nope. Sporting.
Oh no, Santi?
Oh wait, Santi Feyenoord. Sorry.
Oh, Feyenoord.
Sorry. I thought we were talking about Jokic still. So yeah, I mean like Mertens is one of my favorites. Pretty cheap. I use him. Pai Zhao, what I would do. Pai Zhao is so good. I love him. I own him since I got him. Like genuinely perfect run.
Oh, dude, you just got shut down, bro.
Yeah, he might go to United.
Transfer risk, not banging without Amarim.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, Santi has Brian White spells. Yeah, that's what I thought. But he's Mexican, so like obviously that just the premium goes right back up.
Yeah. This is my favorite forward currently is Pai Zhao. Here's his scores like 3-month.
Ooh, I like those.
62. Like he starts every game too. Right now he's hurt, but he's still gonna play. Like they said he's still gonna play.
When's he come back?
He's back this weekend.
Oh, okay, so he is back.
Yep, he got subbed off last game after 20 minutes and is still gonna play. Like 90% chance to play. So it's like
what's that price graph look like?
$14. So 6-month. I don't know. I think I traded for him, but yeah, I might pick up it in season too. Like I love Pai Zhao. I don't think he gets any love at all.
Chad, what do you think? What do you think about this Pai Zhao? Jacob Rome is who we want on a budget. Jacob.
I also think that Arcticoglu is like one of the best like decisive, like he just like literally churns decisives.
Ooh, I have some Go Ahead Eagle cards, don't I? Ooh, that can fit in my collection, bro.
That's not bad. Go Ahead Eagles has been on a nice little run.
Oh, I think I mentioned this guy before because you remember when I wanted to buy the Go Ahead collection, and you're like, please don't. You're like, please don't.
Yeah.
There was like only 2 guys that I think
keep
that I would like.
cheats at least.
Yeah, I wanted to buy the keeper, and I think I wanted to buy a midfield, or I guess the forward. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's one of the ones that I had. Yeah,
Edvardson, I think, is the other guy.
I definitely thought about building a Go Ahead collection at the beginning of the season.
That's not bad for $6 in season. Matchups though, decent, not bad.
So since I need forwards, do I just buy both?
Sure. Yeah. I'm all for just getting everybody.
But then I would need a keeper too. I only have one challenger keeper.
Get the one that I just got.
Mike bought the Go Ahead collection for the Neon special.
That's sick. The one that
See?
I bought, I'll just show you this now, is Etienne Vaccine for 725. Here's how he's been.
I don't hate it.
Matchups upcoming, easy. Go ahead, depends. Hernivane easy, Sparta easy. Like, he doesn't play any big clubs until Feyenoord in game week 59, and we're on 37 right now.
Ooh, and go ahead plays Groningen.
Yeah, Groningen's like actually kind of decent, even though they just got promoted. They're keeping clean sheets.
Yeah, because I have Kramer already. I think you told me to buy Kramer like early
Yep,
this season, I think.
I did.
Is what
Yeah.
it was. And that's why I ended up with him. And then yeah, the rest of them were rewards.
Has Kramer been
But
doing okay?
he has his moments. It's like solid, and then he like peaks from time to time.
Yeah.
Um
You know who you should buy though?
who?
Uh, let me see if I have the name right. Is it it's Collins. It's something Collins. Not Bradley Collins. Who is it? I just got him. He's from Burnley. He's like $1. Here he is. Roberts. Connor Roberts.
Connor Roberts. Yo, we got the stash bro. Do I gotta get my stash bro in here? Why did DMP last game? What the heck?
Rotation probably.
Bro.
I mean, I can check the. Here,
All
let me
right, so
check.
I'm gonna play Challenger, but
Yep.
only cards with mustaches until MLS is back.
Until you win. Until you get a podium.
Until I podium. Mustache to glory, baby.
That's
We're
not a
gonna do
horrible
it.
idea.
And Connor Roberts, you're in. Dude, that'd be funny.
That's not bad. Here, I'm gonna look at the projection to see if he's good to go. Just make sure.
All right. So what were my forward options? What are
The guys from Go Ahead Eagles, I said Pie Chow and Mertens.
Yep, and then Brom.
Yep. Yeah, Roberts is 90% to play, so he's good. I'm trying to see what.
So Mike, do you think I get a Brom for this weekend just to complete this lineup and then kind of just pick up some other challenger pieces as I go on? I'm only gonna have one for now, unless I buy like basically a full another team, which I might do. We'll see. It's the holidays. Treat yourself. Do something nice for others and do something nice for yourself. You can do that too. It's okay. It's okay.
I want a rare Yoketis under the tree.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Even with all the shenanigans?
Yep.
All right, what
Sorry,
you got
I'm
cooking over?
finalizing my lineup. It's kind of a horrible lineup, but
Oh, buy 2 Broms and thank me later, Mike. Okay, we're getting a little
oh,
spicy over here. Yeah, are you saying to buy 2 because he has some nice run of matches coming up and I might be able to sell one? Is that what's going on here? Am I picking up what you're putting down, Mike? Is that what's happening here? Dude, he spikes like what are all these spikes? Why are we spiking? Or
because
are
every
these
time
just
Mike's just going into streams and telling the person about them, and then they just spike up.
Mike's just been shilling it in every piece of Sorare content he can.
Look at the very top. I bet he's up there.
I guess these are probably just promos they've been running, huh? Most
Yeah,
likely.
yeah, for sure. Like the bonus and like the 50%. Like
Little market manipulations over here.
interesting.
What are you doing over here, Sorare? Bull market. NFTs are back, baby. Let's go.
Yeah. Oh, Veerman's only 50% to play. Lame.
Go ahead, Eagles screams 90s MLS. Honestly, it kind of does. Like big baggy t-shirt, taking penalty kicks from like 40 yards out, dude. Nah, that's the dream, baby.
Carlos Valderrama.
Set piece taker U23. Ugh, you just know how to speak my language, Mike. Oh yeah, dude. I think we mentioned it earlier. Where it's like, yeah, dude, MLS names are just boring now. Bring back the San Jose Clash.
What was it?
That's what we
Tampa
need
Mutiny?
back.
I know you don't like Tampa,
Yeah,
but that's a cool name.
yeah. I'm fine with the mutiny. Yeah, fuck the Rowdies though.
Yeah, the Mutiny don't exist now, right?
No, they're gone.
They've ceased.
No. All right.
I
Looks
need
like I'm
more
buying
everything
it.
at this point. Shit.
Oh, actually, I think.
Stocking up.
Oh, actually, now that I pull this up, hey guys, look, I won this card from a Christmas box, a T5 that doesn't play, and we're just gonna go ahead and rip it now. I actually think I have like $9 in my balance for Sorare, so I actually might be able to get this Braum for free.
That's not bad.
Nah, no animated.
I will say, I think I have
Not
like
like you
5 or
play
6
anyway.
cards. 5 or 6 cards to open.
Do you?
Do I open them now?
If you want to, man.
I've been considering it, but I'm not sure if I should. Or if I'm going to. Let me look.
In Rare Challenger, Red or Dead just concentrates on the MLS and Brazil. Now is the time to buy. No, I agree, Red or Dead. I definitely agree. That is where most of my funds will be going, but I just want to fill out an actual Challenger team since I basically already have one from the season. Just so I can like try to turn rewards. Because like right now, I have literally nothing going on in football. Like I haven't set lineups since MLS Cup. So I'm like, hey, if I could at least try to win a little something, grind some essence or whatever I can. In the meantime, I think that's what I'm gonna do. And then, yeah, trust me, I'm not gonna go super deep into Challenger, and then it's all basically gonna be MLS in Brazil. So I'm with you, Red or Dead.
I don't know. I bought some of these guys, and they're like, I don't know why, but I like keeping them sealed. But I'll open up my rewards because I haven't done my rewards yet. So I'll just open those now.
Why do you like keeping them sealed? Because it's just different.
I don't know. It just looks cool. I don't know.
They do look kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie.
Once I open them, I get disappointed.
I always get bummed because damn, the instant buy is $17, bro. Do I wait for this auction? Is that the move? Am I waiting for this auction?
No, I get the
There's
animated.
an auction right now. Oh, did you get an animated?
No, my screen is flashing though.
Your screen is frozen, my dude.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening. And so yeah, it's bad. It's bad.
I'm what?
Oh my god. Do you see that?
Yes. You literally look like you're in a rave right now. What the heck is going on?
Look at that. Am I frozen?
You're glitching in and out. You might want to just close the window. You are.
Well,
trust me.
Yeah, every time I open the window, I start glitching. So we're not gonna.
Like this, I think the stadiums and the Lightnings are some of my favorites. Dang it, Mike. I was trying to ignore it and pretend it wasn't there, but you're right. I could insta buy for 17, or I could just buy the animated stadium for 16. And if it's not the Lightning, it's the stadium. Like both of those two are like my favorites. So, do I want the special edition? Or do I wait for the auction and try to get a Christmas one? What's the there's a Christmas competition, isn't there, coming up for the special edition cards? How many do you need for that?
I have no clue. I haven't looked into any of that stuff at all.
Because I don't have any Christmas cards, but if you only need like one or two, I might just try to get a neon Christmas.
I have a bunch of contender neon Christmas because I bought into in-season contender Europe recently, so I have those guys.
You're branching out, huh?
Well, I was like partially there, and so I was like, I may as well just go all in and get some guys, and that's why I have unopened right now.
Oh, you need a 5 full neon Christmas? Ugh.
Do it.
No. I mean, I guess I do need to buy a whole nother lineup. So like maybe when is that? When is that competition coming up? Do you guys know off the top of your head? If not, it's cool. I'll figure it out eventually. I can go read it myself. But if anybody has it, drop it in the chat. Yeah, I think you guys told me on Braum, and then what was the other guy? With the cool name?
The
other forwards
guy?
No. Maybe.
Or the guy that I was bigging. Like the guy that I was
go ahead
about.
Eagles for game week 45. Yeah. I think it was like a P or something.
Are you talking about the dude that I was talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, Pai Zhao?
Yeah, Pai Zhao. Paixão.
Paixao.
I got some decisions, y'all. Yeah. Pacquiao. I'm just gonna call him Pacquiao. That's dude, don't Red or Dead. Don't do this to me. Might as well get a neon challenger lineup.
He's right.
Oh, all right. When is game week 45? What game week are we on? I don't even know.
We're on 37. We're on 37.
Okay. All right, got time. All right. Okay, guys, stop twisting my arm, guys. Whatever, dude. Whatever, dude. We're gonna neon challenge. Okay, so does this mean if I'm going into Challenger, okay. So we're doing a neon Christmas show for Game Week 45, is what you're saying.
Sounds like it.
And we're all gonna degen together. And
I've already degened. I've already gotten my guys. It's time for you to degen.
So are the prices lower or higher than when you bought in?
For my contender guys, I'd have to look.
Well, for Challenger.
I didn't buy any Challenger in season.
Dang it, Alex. You guys are terrible influences.
That sounds true. I scooped in DIA from Anderlecht.
Not financial advice. Easily led, no. But am I degen for Sorare? Absolutely. Absolutely. Especially right now. You know what? Hey, you know, I've been playing NBA, okay? I've been throwing all my money at NBA and things are going great over there.
Did I ever show you my NBA start?
No.
I think I messaged you, right? For how my contender lineup started off?
Probably not. I'm gonna say no for the sake of not sounding like a bad friend. So
I'm gonna check after this, and if they're there, then I'm gonna be pissed.
I'm gonna go ahead and say no, you didn't, bro. Because no, I because I know we talked about this before, and you've been trying to get me into like Challenger and doing all this other stuff, and I don't know. I haven't been about it. I didn't really feel like it. I didn't feel like I wanted to get into it. But now I'm like, yeah, I think it's time to play a little Challenger. I took a couple of weeks off football, and I'm starting to realize that I miss it a little bit. Okay, so you know what? Wow, we're waiting for MLS to come back. I'm gonna degen and do a little bit of Challenger and have some.
We got him, guys. We got him.
It took a couple weeks, but I'm here, dude. I'm here. Okay, I'm here. It's not about how you get there; it's that you get there, and that's all that matters. That is all that matters. I got some decisions to make, some degenning to do. Alex, do we have anything else for these lovely people? We've been here for an hour and a half.
No, I think we talked a lot this show, and I think hopefully some people got some nice pickups that'll work out for next season.
Yeah, man. Like I said, always let us know. Reach out. Let us know if you picked any of these up, if you're stoked about these, anything that we mixed, anything that we can bring up in other shows. At this point in the offseason, we're just going to be hitting the market, seeing some players, reacting to transfers, degenning into the cards like always, and all that fun stuff. And that's what we're here for. I'm just happy you guys are here. I'm happy you guys are back. Obviously, with the holidays coming up, happy holidays. However you celebrate, whatever you do, hug your loved ones. Tell them you love them. Do something nice for yourself and other people as well. And maybe a show next week, maybe Monday, maybe try to sneak a little something in, a little
what
Christmas
about
episode, maybe
Christmas morning show.
Maybe.
No,
maybe
we can't.
No, I can't be doing that. Yo, shout out to everybody who's in the chat. Shout out to everybody who's hanging out watching this after. Enjoy your holidays. We'll see you when we see you. We'll be on social media, and you guys are incredible. We'll catch you next time, and keep on degenning. NFTs are back, baby.